So, Cobalt Lightning is a dragon with an expansive pathway across northern Artesia. There's a lot of ground to cover, so once again, I'll show you the pathway on screen. Cobalt Lightning, who was known as Cobalt Goldenhorn in the closed beta of Dragon's Prophet, was, and still is, one of the more popular and iconic fabled dragons available within Dragon's Prophet. Because of this, I do expect there will be some interest for the dragon at this moment while I search for him. So there may be a chance I need to look for him again later on, or watch someone else capture him for the purpose of the video. Back when the game was more competitive, you had to prepare and make sure you were hanging out in the right spots for Cobalt Lightning, and I think Unra's lair is the most accessible and convenient. They do note you may not get lucky and he may not spawn on your side. This little alcove right here, this is actually a place that he visits. It's hidden, but it is a great part of his pathway. Not many people tend to be aware of, so if you want to remain out of sight or even just AFK, this spot is a reliable one for me. So he is about to spawn. We are going to be hunting for him. And he can spawn right here, so there is a good chance that I may not find him. Again, if you're a very high level, you'll want to unequip most of your gear on this side, because otherwise you will kill him. Just like Shrouded Carnage, but he's actually weaker than Shrouded Carnage. Is a better way to do it. I think some people were wondering if people still play this game. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I think I did say in a previous video, I don't remember if it ended up making it into the video, but there are some people that are very dedicated to this game. So we can see immediately he's not spawned here, so we'll be moving on. He's grounded quite a lot here. Obviously, you may not get lucky and he may not appear here, but it's a good place to look for him if you fancy looking for him, really. So here's Anra's lair. Cobalt Lightning can be as far as over here. And yeah, so far we're not seeing him. So safe to say that he's probably gonna be on the other side. But we'll see. Other thing you can do, especially if you have shadows on, might depend on your system's performance, but having shadows on is useful because the shadow of the dragon will cast on the ground and you'll be able to see him. So he can fly over Artesia. I got 30 seconds on Cobalt Lightning, so I can't meme right now. This is more part of his pathway. He does fly over the town, which is actually pretty cool. Scarlet Bloom in Alandra does something similar, which is pretty neat. So yeah, if he was coming through this way, he would be coming right down about here. So yeah, still not seeing him. I'm gonna use the Cobalt Lightning transformation here. For people wondering how I got this transformation, just don't look at how many titles I have. Yeah, it is a title unlock. I've personally lost count of how many titles I have in this game. This is the part of Cobalt's pathway that starts getting a bit more vague. Whenever I feel a hitch or lag as well, I always think that he's about. And he is about right here, so you can see him here in his glory. Very cool dragon for like starter player characters. Den of Chaos is over there, which is actually concerning because that will kill him. So I think we need to save him from himself. Let's check our gear before we engage. So yeah, no dragons. He's quite easy to fight. I'd say even if you are a lower level or you have less impressive gear, I think you'll be fine. I think it's always important to be aware of how much damage you're dealing in relation to how much health something has. So this guy here, he has like, he has a couple of mil. But yeah, he's gonna melt pretty quick. Dragons that are level 65 and below typically will be climbable at 50% health, so I'll just hit the capture button here. And I'm gonna try and get him. Now, because I don't see anyone here, there is a good chance we can just go to channel 2 and we can also capture the one there. But what do you think about this guy? I think he's pretty neat, in my opinion. We will switch channels and we will try and find the other one. And with that, we found the other one already. So here's the other one. Let's make sure I haven't switched my gear at any point. I have not. So yeah, these kobolds have appeared on this side. To be fair, on the West Mount Longra side, you do cover more ground. But it can be a little bit more complicated with his pathway, as you can probably tell. So, yep. If you had any doubts that this guy appears at this time for some reason, and I would honestly say most people who still play Dragon's Prophet these days are mostly vets. But I do want to get a video out in regards to Dragon Runes, because complete the compendium is actually kind of important for a couple of reasons. And a lot of it involves Dragon Arena. So here's the second one. And done. That's very easy. So 2 kobolds in a couple of minutes. You can see when I started the video, so again, these are useful for compendium. And also just hatch them, but depends how many dungeons you fancy running for that. So we're at 8 and 9. So doing pretty good.